The Prince of Wales has opened up about becoming a grandfather for the first time.
There.
Getting very old.
And you've said yourself that you feel impatient for change. So does an impending new generation make you feel that there is still not enough time and so much to do?
Well, yes. I mean, for what it's worth, I've gone on for years about the importance of thinking about the long term in relation to the environmental damage, the climate change, everything else, because we don't really, in a sensible world, want to hand on an increasingly dysfunctional world to our grandchildren. And I don't want to be confronted by my future grandchild saying, why didn't you do something? So clearly, now that we'll have a grandchild, obviously it makes it even more obvious, to try and make sure we leave them something that isn't a totally poisoned chalice.
In the interview with ITV's This Morning, Charles says he worries about Prince Harry, who's currently serving in Afghanistan.
A couple of years ago, I think Harry was out there, and funny enough, he was, part of the time he was attached to the Gurkhas, of whom I've been Colonel-in-Chief for 37 years or something. They're the most wonderful people. So I was pulling his leg and their leg, the Gurkhas, by saying, well, hang on a minute, I've spent all these years trying to teach him to eat with a knife and fork, and you were teaching him to eat with his fingers by pulling, goats to pieces. Anyway, curried goat. But they're very good at haggling with the Afghans about goats. But no, yes, of course you do, because if you are a parent or, relation or loved one, and the person you love is away like that in these incredibly dangerous and challenging circumstances, I know you worry all the time. Certainly every night when I go to bed, I worry. And but he loves doing what he's doing. He's brilliant at it. I think he's helping to keep the nasties' heads down and protecting our troops on the ground. But I do know, yes, I constantly meet the families of those who've lost their sons or husbands or brothers or sisters. I have some understanding, at least, of what they go through.